It's a little bit dangerous and very sensual, but still elegant and a little bit aggressive.
I had my hands full. Perhaps you can tell me where your hands have been.
I really didn't want this character to be the typical society matron. I wanted her to have sort of a more feline sense about her character, and so Jill really went with that.
This beautiful Jason Wu dress was, for us, really all about the little contrast of the black trim and this beautiful lace kind of going down the front. This was a dress that Victoria wore when she was talking with her therapist. And, you know, we love kind of the bit of distraction for the therapist can't really see past all of Madeleine's smoke and mirrors. Madeleine has done almost every period and has played so many different roles. She's really knowledgeable about what does and doesn't work for her.
I'm particularly fond of people like Lorraine Scott, which is very feminine, very ladylike, but still happens to fit my form.
Is that the Lorraine Scott? It's perfect.
So I started to bring in kind of other designers that I felt had that same sensual beauty to it.
Oh, and I spoke to Carolina Herrera, and she said she would be thrilled to make your dress for the engagement party. I was thinking drop waist, off the shoulder.
We use some Dolce & Gabbana. You know, I can pretty much just sort of slide into those.
These jewel tones for Madeleine are just phenomenal with her dark hair and her cream skin. I had seen this beautiful dress, and at the same time, I saw this very demure little sleeveless ship dress that I said, oh, yeah, that's kind of cute, too, and it's the same exact fabric. So all of a sudden, we get this amazing script that's mother and daughter, and I said, it's perfect.
Please do not disappoint me today. I beg of you. You understand?
Wouldn't dream of it.
Everything about this is perfect for Victoria, including the fact that it's a little inappropriate and the fact that she buys a dress for her daughter made from the same fabric that is a little less attractive. God forbid that she should be upstaged by her daughter.
Victoria, you look beautiful.
As do you.
One of the things we loved about the gray dress is that it felt like all those layers and pleating were kind of a symbolic way of showing everything that Victoria's hiding. You know, there's lots of sparkle to kind of distract you from what's really going on underneath. Once she put it on, she just became Victoria, the Queen of the Hamptons. We really try and set the mood and the tone with the colors and fabrics, and then kind of narrow in depending what they're actually doing in the scene.
Ashley.
Here's our wonderful Jason Wu 4th of July dress that we just all loved. And we actually modified this a little bit. It had a ruffle kind of this width going down each one of these seams, and it was a little bit much for Emily, so we modified it. This part was so beautiful, really the perfect neckline for Emily. We have a full-time, 2-person, what we call cutter, fitter, and alteration staff. So basically every item of clothing that you see is altered to fit perfectly, and that's part of what makes the clothes look so beautiful. That's why those dresses on Emily and Victoria look so beautiful, because everything is altered to fit.
We have this wonderful seamstress, Varsinik, who tailors all my clothes very precisely to my body.
For episode 120, we have a flashback to a New Year's Eve party, and so we are actually making a dress from scratch for Victoria. I took a look at kind of what were the best bits from all the beautiful kind of evening gowns from the late 80s, early 90s. And so I kind of put those bits together in a sketch, and it's appropriate for the period. It's gonna work for her, it works for her character, it looks very rich. And so it's a really wonderful collaboration.
Oh, well, that's very important.